And now the news. In today's news, John Norman was arrested after his second attempt to break into the famous director Steven Spielberg's home. When arrested, he was carrying what can only be described as a rape kit containing an assortment of items such as duct tape, handcuffs, whips, and assorted leather goods.
As noted in a newspaper when reporting on the Winter Olympics, the Canadian Olympic women's hockey team was noted for its candidness regarding the presence of lesbians on its roster. When Coach Shannon Miller was asked to reply regarding the lesbians on the team, she said to the effect, "Yes, there are. The straight women don't mind, and it's simply not a problem on our team."
The Boy Scouts of America could not ban homosexuals from being a scout leader. A New Jersey court, in a landmark ruling, stated that expelling James Dale in 1990 because he was gay was considered discrimination. The court stated that stereotypical notions about homosexuals must be rejected. You, Margot?
Why, thanks, Dottie. The Florida Keys Island chain now extends benefits to lesbian and gay couples. The Commission of Key West passed a measure, issuing the equivalent of a marriage license to domestic partners who work for the city government. Back to you, Blondie.
After scientists rechecked a recent study scaring the entire country, now state that meteors will not hit the Earth. And in the weather, meteors will not hit the Earth.
And now we'll take a break for a commercial.
Have you ever been on the wrong end of a dating situation? If you are, call Dottie at Margaret's Pest Control. We get rid of anything or anyone.
Reverend Reese, Jones, Dodie, and Diana's bodyguards, during their fateful accident, began peeping through windows, or what they might consider flashbacks. He does recall two cars chasing them. One was a white Fiat, he believes, very much like the car that police are looking for at this time, in connection with the accident. He also stated that he noticed no strange behavior of the driver, who was reported to have been on drugs during the accident. In the news, Margot hasn't had sex for over 6 months. Joining us. And remember,
yesterday is history.
Tomorrow's a mystery.
And today is a gift. That's bad. Oh, I'm all out of breath. I hate this being healthy thing. But, being fat is much easier. I think being healthy is highly overrated, don't you?
Well, you know.
I could sure use a smoke.
Me
You
too.
didn't even bring your dang cigarettes. Oh,
No,
look at
that's-
that. Look at that.
Oh, baby. You can run by me every time.
Oh, that's clearing up my lungs.
Oh,
We're
look at Ashley.
catching up to Ashley. Ashley, how
Oh,
are you?
no.
Are you
pursuing drag queens. I run.
stalking drag queens? We should have tied her up just like they did with that Mr. Spielberg.
Ah,
Did you catch that on the news the other day?
that was fabulous.
I wish it had been me. I wonder if I could get that number of that guy from Spielberg.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'd rape the guy that tried to do it. He's gorgeous.
You've got the duct tape, don't you, honey?
Oh, yeah, honey.
Oh, I always kind of wondered what you had that duct tape in your purse for.
Oh, I gotta have breast from somewhere. Ooh, there's the
Ooh.
Babylicious.
Babe, there's another one. Man,
Is he going really fast or are we just going really
I
slow?
think we're a little slow, but that's okay. We're still beautiful. Hey, there's a damn dead bird in my hair. Oh my
Is that
gosh.
something unusual?
I should brush my hair more often. Oh my
I've been
gosh.
telling you that for years. I hope I lost my necklace.
And how about that lieutenant guy? Good for him.
Tell
That
me
gay
about it.
lieutenant guy? Yeah, Mr. Stahl, I think it was. Oh,
I love gay policemen.
woo! Oh, we can't catch up to him now.
Well,
Oh.
hurry.
He'll be in our dreams anyway. Oh, my goodness. Well, I wonder who's working on Pride this year.
Oh, I think it's Ashley.
Ashley?
Yeah, we passed her a bit ago. She tells me it's just going wacko.
He's probably
People
right.
just won't leave her alone.
Well, you can see why. She's done it for 7 years now, I heard.
Oh, isn't she fabulous?
Oh, I don't think I could do it. The only thing I can do for Pride is sit my big buns on a float. Oh, you know, I've just about had it with this. Let's
I'm
go have a
getting tired.
smoke.
Oh, we can stop.
Oh my goodness. So you still seeing the Gopher team?
Yeah. They like my legs.
Aren't the Vikings jealous?
Well, they're your dates.
I suppose, has this court case slowed down you and Bill at all, or are you still seeing each other?
Oh, on the occasion.
Oh,
And he likes me on my knees, you know.
your knees. Shh, don't tell Hillary.
We should get running if we're gonna get those cigarettes.
Okay, here we go.
You know, I heard Jeff Kraft was out screwing that lady again.
Oh
And
no.
he's always claiming to be gay. What are you gonna do?
Kiss and tell.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. And those Boy Scouts? Well, you know, I was a Boy Scout. I was in 4-H. And look at me now. I mean, absolutely nothing turned out wrong with me.
And they're always worried about the scout leaders after all the ones you raped.
Oh, wait a minute. Just because I have dead birds in my hair doesn't mean I go around raping people.
Well, but where do you think you got them? Anyway, I'm gonna get going. Come on,
Okay.
honey, we need a cigarette.
Probably got some sheep to catch. Oh, Lord, I'm giving up here. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Back to the studio. One big... Oh, wait a second. What is... Goodbye.
Okay.
Oh, was that camera? No, that's
The middle ones, both of us. Hello and welcome to another edition of Drag Queen 101. We're continuing on with our Drag Queen alphabet with the letter K, K through Z. K is for kissing. That's right, drag queen kissing. Kiss many and often. Kiss loud, kiss strong. Kiss frequently. Remember, people adore you. Everybody, 1, 2, 3. We're going to do a drag queen kiss now. 1, 2, 3. Mwah! Okay, Ethel, I saw you out there. We got to try one more time, just for Ethel. 1, 2, 3. Mwah! Very good. Next is L. L is for lipstick. Lipstick is very, very important, especially when kissing.
I should say.
I use lip liner. I use a dark lip liner around to accentuate where I want the lips. I make the lips Shut your lips. I make the lips only slightly bigger than my original lips. So I add some realism into the possibility of where perhaps my lips could be.
Absolutely important also to use lip liner so that your lipstick doesn't bleed up into your face.
Which is so unattractive. Also, I use the same lip color. Lipstick is only paint, remember that. And to tie in my whole look together, I use lipstick on my cheeks and into my eyebrows. So you see I've got the same color here and on my cheek and in my eyebrows. I kind of accentuate the inner corner with the same color, tying the whole look together. That's lipstick. M is for mascara. Scary mascara. I prefer the bent mascara rod. How about you, Dot?
Absolutely. Because then has a shorter amount of space in which to get the little tiny hairs. I always go from down first and then up and then press it in against my eyelashes so that it makes them seem more open. And you don't have to use that really scary utensil to clamp them on.
Oh my God, what a torturous thing that looks
Tell me
like.
about it.
I think Adolf came up with that one.
Sure.
And as you can see, her eyes are big, wide-eyed, and open. She looks fresh and actually younger than 104. You can too by using the great mascara brushes that we use. N is for nylons. Oh, that's a scary topic.
How many do you go through a day?
Oh my Lord. Number one is to buy the right size. They do have a chart on the back, so be certain to look, especially with your newcomers.
It goes by size and weight.
And this is no time to cheat on your weight, because those nylons go by those weights.
And trust me, honey, if you're a drag queen, you're probably a queen.
Definitely. I use black normally. We do have black, white, nude. What kind do you use, Dottie?
I use... what do I use? I use nude.
Nude. Nude is your color. It's a fresh summertime look, I think, is what Dottie goes for. Mine is more of an evening, but I have used the fishnet before. That's a spunky little look.
Oh, absolutely. Just make sure the seam is straight up your leg in the back.
Mm-hmm. Have a friend check it for you.
Absolutely.
There's also the fun kind that have the little rubber sticking, and they come up and they stop on your leg, but they stay up because they've got a rubber backing. That can be fun and kicky. Check into those.
Be careful of control tops, honey, because they might leave a line in your dress, and also, if you wear something short, it's going to show underneath.
Oh my Lord. And a final pointer on nylon, keep an extra pair in your purse, in case they do run. O is for options. My Lord. Remember, honey, we're drag queens. We got options. You can be queenie, trashy, you can go for a very natural look, a business look. You can
Elegant.
go for a what?
Elegant.
Elegant.
She's not used to that word.
I thought she said elephant. Now there's something I could relate to. So, and you've got short skirts, long skirts. Use all those options. Remember, make it fun. P is for I can't say this on the air. But we all need to tuck our We do. Now, what I use is bikini underwear, and I stick Big Bird down below and pull up the back. That's how I tuck.
And remember, multiple pairs of pantyhose will hide a lot.
And a lot of you ladies have a lot, I know. There is, if you want to do a bikini look, you can wrap Mr. Tucker with some electrical tape and whip him back and up where the sun don't shine, and then you can wear those bikini bottoms. However, I have never attempted this.
Try duct tape. It
Duct
always
tape.
helps to pull it up into your backside.
One final pointer about duct tape, though: don't drink too many fluids.
Actually, I like the clear packing tape.
Packing tape?
Because after a while, the sweat will release it by itself.
Thank God. Also, pins and brooches. They're my fave.
It makes an outfit, I'll tell you that.
That's right. Wear your favorite pin. Pin it, blouse it, tuck it. My goodness, you can wear pins all over the place. Pins always come in handy.
Yes, and you can even reattach certain items of your clothing that might have fallen off by using a pin. Just either put it on the outside to make a nice little splash, or in the inside to keep it hidden and just to keep the rows on.
Oh, what a smart look that is. Q is for queer. Don't worry, honey. Being a little bit strange is, I think, healthy. Healthy for everyone, so don't worry about being queer.
Not to mention, it could be your signature. We're all a little different, and you should remember that.
Boy, is she different. R is for real. A lot of entertainers go for a real look, and I think that's very healthy. I think that even though we're trying fantasy, try to bring yourself in it too, and it gives a very unique blend. It only enhances your appearance.
It allows you to have fun.
Some people call that trying to pass. Some people try to pass during the day or during the night as the opposite gender, and you can play with that. That's right, have some fun.
Just remember, girl, if you pass, you better tell them before they get down to the nasty bit.
That's right, you don't want to end up with a black eye. Next is S. S is for shoes.
Shoes!
Dottie brought her own little shoe tree. Shoe trees are very handy. Sometimes they grow white shoes, black shoes, or red shoes.
Just plant the right seeds.
There you go. I use a size 10 wide. Wide so I can slop around a little bit. Shoes don't try to squeeze too tightly into shoes because they won't last very long, and then you'll be limping without shoes before long.
And remember, girls, a lady's shoe size is 2 times a man. So if you're an 8, you're a 10. If you're say a 9 in men's, then you would be an 11 in women.
And don't be afraid to buy the wide.
And remember, the higher the heel, the more natural you look. But also, the higher the heel, the more likely you are to fall.
Use those handrails. Now, T is for trouble. How to stay out of trouble. That's right. Because of our beauty, a lot of us have, trouble finds us. We don't find trouble. Always go in pairs. It's more fun anyhow. You can laugh, giggle, help each other out, zip each other, when you need to use the powder room. But to avoid trouble, travel in pairs.
Travel in twos.
Twos.
Sounds better.
Travel in twos, so remember your T's. U is for undergarments. Well, of course, we do have to wear undergarments in order to keep our shape. I go to department stores and get mine. You can also go to second-hand shops. There's tons of fun undergarments there. They've got some over the shoulders, they've got some strapless, and they have some that hook in the front or hook in the back. So there's tons of options. Back to those options
Also,
again.
you can use swimming suits for bras and panties.
Well, there's a handy idea.
The reason you really do want to wear a bra is that it will separate your breast.
And that's very important in trying to look, realistic.
After all, if you've got two balled up pairs of pantyhose, they will tend to slide from side to side.
Also, if you're going for a very alluring look, probably an exotic look, you can take whatever you're using for Hooters and use that clear plastic tape again. But getting it off is very nasty, so be sure to shave well before doing so.
Yes.
V is for veils.
See?
Ooh, there's an exotic look. If perhaps you just got off work and you've got half an hour to catch last call, you might not want to shave. Well, then you might use a veil, or just trying to be that mysterious woman in the corner. I love veils. W is for wit. That's right. Wit, trying to be wined and dined, and be whimsical. That's right. Be whimsical and have some fun with this.
And remember, you don't have to be intelligent to be witty.
Absolutely. See? There you go. And W can also be for wild. Don't be afraid to be racy. X is to avoid your exes.
I moved 2,000 miles to get away from mine, honey.
High five. And W, I can't think of anything with W.
I can't think of a thing.
Hey, if you can think of anything starting with a W, write us at MTM Studio.
Yeah, or visit the net site.
Absolutely.
We'll show it at the end of the show with the credits.
There you go. Or if you'd like to be on our show, we'd love to have you. So come on. Have any talents? We can talk. Give us a call and we'll have you on.
And a couple of girls gave us a good suggestion of doing a dating game. So if you want to date, give us a call.
We'll set you up. And Z, the last one, is for zippers.
Remember to always keep a handy pair of pliers, honey.
Oh my gosh.
You know, they always break, snag, and rip. You need a good pair of pliers at least, preferably needle nose.
Just slip it into your purse, because, well, who knows what the evening might bring. And during the funnest, most inopportune times, it'll
Your zipper
break.
can't break.
That's right. Well, I think that's all we have for Drag Queen A to Z. Thanks again for another edition of Drag Queen 101. Drag Queen kisses, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Mwah!
We love you.
Goodbye. 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 This is the Astor Cafe. What a terrific place.
It's fabulous.
Do you have any coffee?
Yes.
A little
My
bit.
goodness, they've got coffee.
I can use it.
I heard the lemon bars are terrific. Let's go. Okay, that's what we're walking now. Oh, look, here's the counter. Oh, my goodness, latte, cappuccino, mocha. You've got everything, don't you?
You do have everything.
Where do your espresso beans come from?
Italy.
They come from Italy.
Italy?
That's farther away than Fargo.
I would say.
Oh my! I'll have a lemon bar
All right.
and a large coffee.
Okay.
Boy, they're so friendly here.
I'll just have a small coffee. No good for me. This figure can't handle it. She can take lots of it, though.
Enough talk about figures. Look at this lemon bar.
Oh, it's fabulous.
These are the best lemon bars in the Twin Cities.
Better than you can make.
That's for sure. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
and the
yeah.
coffee's ready too.
Oh, what service?
With a smile.
What a smile. And she's so pretty.
How long has the Astor been here?
Well, we've been here for about 2 years.
2 years? Boy, we should have spotted this place earlier. We'll be
Sure
back.
should have.
We're friends.
It's such a beautiful view of the river. It's fabulous.
How convenient.
You must love working here.
Oh, we too.
Look at the sandwiches.
Oh, I think fabulous.
Boy, I could really dig out on some of those. What kind of sandwiches do you have?
Ham, turkey, and roast beef, egg and tuna.
Ham, turkey, roast beef, egg, tuna. They have it all.
Egg and tuna, I love egg
Chicken
and tuna.
curry.
What curry?
Chicken curry.
Chicken curry.
And look, they have soups too.
Oh my gosh.
Do you make all this food here?
We do, as a matter
Oh,
of fact.
fabulous.
Hey, look, they've got some dog treats down there.
Oh, I'm sure they've got kibbles for you too.
Can I get a go bag for the dog treats for Dottie?
And a few kibbles for her.
Thank you. Oh, we have ham. We have turkey.
And more turkey. Roast beef.
Mmm, wonderful.
Sounds tasty. And look at all these lovely pastries. Look, they have chocolate ganache brownies. Does that sound rhapsody or what?
And there's those homemade dog treats.
You need them. They'll keep your teeth clean.
I'm Margot from Fargo, and what's your name?
Paul.
Hi, Paul. And you are
Shannon from Minneapolis.
Shannon from Minneapolis. I've heard of her.
I'm just Dottie. Don't pay any attention to me. She's the pretty one.
I think that's enough.
Hey, do you have a cigarette?
Oh, sure, honey.
Well, hi, you're good looking. What's your name?
My name's Ann.
Hi, Ann.
This is Astor Cafe.
Why, thanks. This looks like a terrific
Get over there and you're in my camera shot.
I was trying to save the viewers.
I'll have one too.
So what do you like best about the Astor?
It's got the best meals. You can always count every day. There's the chicken pot pie.
Chicken pot pies. You've got to try that someday. Did you hear that? Chicken pot pies, the best ones in the Twin Cities, right here at the Astor Cafe.
You can be inside, see the water, have some red.
All the windows are terrific.
Perfect.
Oh, it's so exciting.
And it's about a 2-second walk from my work. It's perfect.
What could be better?
That's close.
And you can smoke, huh, Dottie?
Ah, fabulous. They have a whole smoking section.
Just for Ann and Dottie.
You know, the government just pressing down way too hard on that. It's just limiting our freedoms left, right, and center. It's just terrible. Terrible, I tell you. Well, you're the one that's sitting here.
Okay, good enough.
She has a history of lung cancer.
And you've got a history of makeup cancer, and it's running rampant. Don't let this happen.
It's so good to meet you.
Well, this has just been terrific. Great coffee, by the way. What lemon bars. You're so conveniently located here. Right in St. Anthony, Maine.
Right by the river.
Catch you next time. We'll be back with our friends. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
We love you.
One right, we I have something very important to talk to you about. It's about dental caries. Now remember, you don't have to floss all your teeth, only the ones you like to keep.
This show
gives
gives
me
me
gas.
Welcome to another edition of Doing It with Dot. And today with me we have a very special guest, Jane Fee. She's done everything, she's been everywhere. She's a world travel extraordinaire and she's been a representative of the transgender community for as long as I can think. Welcome, Jane Fee.
Well, thank you for having me here.
Today I hear you want to talk about It's Time America. So what time is it in America?
Right now, it's high noon.
Oh, so tell me. No, this is all about politics and things like that. I had no earthly idea you were so involved in politics.
Well, you know, years ago, I was really involved in politics here in Minnesota when we had It's Time Minnesota. And a lot of people don't realize that we're the only state in the nation that has equal rights for transgendered people. Back in '93, we passed an act in the legislature that gave equal rights to gays, lesbians, bisexuals, and transgendered. And we're the only state in the nation that includes transgendered, although there are 17 that have it for gays and lesbians.
The only state?
The only state.
Now,
there
I
are some
understand
other
we have-
cities that have it.
I understand we have a historical reference, significance to actually that in Minnesota. Can you tell us about that?
Well, that was a very interesting time here, and actually that wasn't something that happened strictly as a result of It's Time Minnesota. It really took place over a 20-year period, so it's a very long history.
Oh, my.
But as a result of that, I got thinking about the fact that we needed to do something about these other states. And two other individuals, Karen and Jessica Xavier and myself, started an organization called It's Time America.
That must have been difficult. How did you get started?
We just happened to get together in a hotel room one time and started talking about what had been accomplished here and how it had been accomplished, and thinking about the fact that somebody ought to do something in other places, and we finally decided that we were the people to do it.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's what we need, is more gumption and gung-ho. So tell me, how many other states have you outreached to so far?
Well, it's been a long haul. Actually, we started 3 years ago. And since then, I'm happy to say, though, that we now have active chapters working on legislation in 23 other states.
Oh, my goodness, that's half of America at least.
Well, it's pretty close to.
Well,
but
never was much for math.
Well, it would have been half years ago, but it's now 50, so we got a little ways to go to make the half. But anyway, we have places like It's Time New Hampshire, Massachusetts, New York, Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Kentucky, Tennessee, Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, Wisconsin, Missouri, Texas, Louisiana,
Texas, gracious.
California, Hawaii, Oregon. So it's really fantastic.
Now, I understand there are many states that have some form of equal rights laws, but what makes Minnesota's so special, and I assume it's in the wording, but what exactly does the wording include to make it inclusive of, and I understand as well as straight people?
Absolutely. You know, the key to it is in the fact that we have defined sexual orientation in the way that we have here, so that it becomes all-inclusive, because sexual orientation can be very narrowly defined. But when you include things like presentation, like we are now appearing as if we are women. So regardless of whether our sexual orientation is towards men or women, our presentation is one aspect of sexual orientation under our state definition. And the thing which is very nice about it that a lot of people don't understand is that it isn't exclusive, it's inclusive. Everybody is covered under this amendment, whether you're straight, gay, lesbian, or what you are.
I bet there are a few straight people that don't know about that one.
Well, absolutely. You know, they probably wouldn't be so opposed, some of them, to us having that equal right if they understood that. But you know, it's a very interesting thing about rights. People somehow or other feel that they need to have something more than somebody else. So the best way that they can do that is by denying other people their rights. So I understood that the Constitution and Declaration of Independence in this country actually gave everybody equal rights. But just think about the women's movement in getting the vote, for instance. You would think that they were originally covered, but they had to fight for it. And this is what we've had to do, is to fight for our rights.
And you remember, fight America, fight everyone, because once someone loses it, it's not too long before you're the next. Well, I can't tell you how much we appreciate you being here. So tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Well, I'm a person who has lived full-time now as a woman for the last 10 years. And actually, it's been an incredible experience, because I now understand a lot of the things that women face. I live pretty much in the straight community, and I am a world traveler. I usually spend about 3 months a year now in Minnesota, although I have a home here. I live about 4 months a year in Hawaii, and the balance of the time I travel around the world. As a matter of fact, in another couple of weeks, I'm going to be leaving here to go out to Japan and Thailand. And I've actually been on television in both Japan and Italy.
How do you feel your acceptance is in other countries, say the more strict ones like India or Japan?
It's been incredible to me that I have managed to get by as well as I have. And actually, the place that I thought that I might have the most difficulty in was Singapore, because a lot of times in the past, men appearing at the border with long hair have been forced to have their hair cut before they would let them enter the country.
Oh my!
But, you know, my feelings are that to a very large extent, we're dealing with a one-on-one situation, and regardless of what organizations or governments do, it's what individuals do with each other that count. And you know, this is a very important aspect, is that laws don't really change things. The only thing that changes things permanently is people's attitudes, and people get their attitudes changed through education. So the more we associate with other people and let them realize that we have the same concerns that they do, we basically live the same way that they do, we have the same sense of morals that they do, then we become more accepted.
Now, could we end on a better note than that? I don't think so. Thank you so much for being with us. I can't tell you how fabulous you are.
Well,
You've
it's been a
always been one of
pleasure.
my idols. I can't even tell you. And you always remember what she said, because it's from the heart to the heart from us. See you next time. Remember, we love you. Big old drag queen kiss. Mwah. There you go. You could use it.
Oh my lord. You know, one time I drank so much I thought my hair turned yellow.
Okay.
Have you ever had that not so fresh feeling, Dottie?
I don't think so.
Well, you're having one now. Your breath is just horrid. Here, try one of these. They're called breath mints. That's right. Here, just swallow them. That's much better. So remember, girls, the next time you have that not so fresh feeling, swallow one of these. Here, let's go get some booze. Okay. Oh, how do you feel about breastfeeding?
Well, breast is best, frankly.
Breast is best. Tell me more about that.
The formula companies are evil. They're very evil. They give doctors bonuses for handing out formula samples at the hospital so that they'll inhibit a woman from getting her let down, so that they'll be forced to feed their child with a bottle for the rest of the child's infancy, which is really, really awful for the child and for the mother.
It affects their immune system, I believe.
Oh, yes.
The
The breast
nutrients
milk
from the mother, the breast milk...
It's packed with antibodies.
Right.
Not to mention all the nutritional things. I mean, it's just incredible for the baby that you just can't get. You can't get it. It's like telling a woman that it's inconvenient to be pregnant for 9 months, so maybe you should just stop at 6 months and go about your thing and then put the baby in NICU and have machines, like, because it's just as good as being in the womb.
pumping air into it or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's just insane. And not only that, it's proven now that women that breastfeed for a year to 2 years, their chance of getting breast cancer decreases incredibly. Just a ton.
That's fascinating. And yet, formula companies are giving bonuses or
Yeah.
well,
Handing out free
some
samples
kind
at
of
the hospital,
benefit
everything.
to the doctors.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
encouraging them.
It's just awful. It makes me really mad.
Yeah, that, and breast cancer is nothing to laugh at.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
I know
not.
that women that have never had children have a very high incidence of breast cancer.
Yeah.
And of course, so you're cutting the mother's health plus the health of the child
Which is,
to make a buck
yeah,
for somebody.
yeah. And I'm hoping that'll turn itself around in the next couple of years, or maybe in the next decade, so that people become more enlightened to what really is best for the child. And if anyone's got their head screwed on straight, they're going to give their child the best chance if they can when they're nursing the baby. Ear infections will be decreased, less problems with their stomach, higher IQs in the long run. They're just giving their child a better chance.
And you know, if they're healthier, that'll save money, healthcare dollars right there.
Absolutely. And what do we want for our future? We want healthy kids, right?
Smart kids. Healthy
Smart kids, healthy kids.
I think we do have to change an attitude about nursing in public, though. I mean, right now, isn't it difficult to nurse in public? Or is it become more...
Not for me, because I've got a chip on my shoulder about
Oh, okay, good.
I'll take people's heads off if they give me any stuff. But people
But
think...
some people may not be as
exactly.
progressive as you are.
Exactly.
And I think we need to change an attitude that it's all right to do this in public.
It's
Or
totally
some-
natural. The media has sexualized breasts so that people don't feel comfortable exposing themselves even for the split second it takes to latch the baby on, which is, I think it's blamed. The blame should be on formula companies and on the media, and on the doctors, and on uninformed families, because it just...
After all, what's the difference between a baby and a pasty?
Very well said.
Good point.
Very well said.
Pasties on in public, but not baby.
No, yeah. What is that about? Well, I think that's good.
That's wonderful. Hey, I heard you sing.
No, that wasn't me. Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
She's got the megaphone.
Tell me about this band. So you're a part of a band, or you used to be a part of a band? What's going on
Yes,
there?
I'm with a band now called the Hothead Swing Band.
The Hothead Swing Band. And where do they play, or where can we catch them?
Well, I guess, all over the place.
Hothead Swing Band. Catch that. Watch for them in the newspaper.
Watch the
Go
paper.
see them.
Watch the paper.
Yes, excellent. Well, thanks a lot for your interview.
No problem. Thank you.
Oh, you have to blow a drag queen kiss to our cable audience. Ready?
How's it go?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ready to blow a drag queen kiss to the cable audience?
Okay.
Mwah. Goodbye. Goodbye. You're fabulous.
Like the way.
We're getting very close. You're feeling sleep. You're feeling sleep. Remembering what it was like to be a little girl. All those sessions with your Uncle Bob. No. Okay, try the mic.
Johnny's home improvement lessons. Today, we're going to dig a hole for plumbing. We've already dug out the trench with the jackhammer. And we have our shovel. I think that's what it's called. Now we have to get down in the trench. Take our shovel. And we dig. Try to get as much dirt as you can out. Have to get to that pipe. Oh. Occasionally you'll hit occasional pieces of concrete. Be careful not to get any dirt in your shoes, as that can make your pantyhose run. Any drag queen can do that. And as you can see, we've got about 3 more feet to go. You too can be a drag queen home improvement specialist.
You gotta make everybody.
No, sure. I hate cameras.
Welcome home, Dick Tracy and Tom Mix. Gee, it's great to see you, old man. Hi, Mandrake. Hello, Flash Gordon. Glad you could come once again.